Okay.
Little while more, the services.
From all that you've seen, how far are we from, or so let's not say how far are we, let's assume it's going to happen, but like how much chance would you give it to a Marvel quality movie being made completely with AI with no humans involved?
Difficult, but I don't think it's science fiction at this point. Because literally every week there's a new model that is coming out that is upping the ante a little bit. By the week, sometimes every 2 days there is some cutting edge breakthrough happening, right? So just this, just today there was a demo, I read this on Hacker News, I saw it on Hacker News, where somebody's figured out, I think, stable diffusion to generate videos. And it's just some hobby somewhere, I think. So I think it's not a lot of time. It's not a lot of time.
You could like have 4 Marvel movies a day, like that's a good future, right?
So that opens up an entire Pandora's box of other philosophical quandaries. If you have a button that generates the best possible movie that you like every time you press it, I mean, then we are satiated, right? You'll stop caring, because if everything is always perfect everything's always available at the click of a button, why would you watch?
I disagree. I'll tell you why I would say it's not going to be the case. Because so I read an interesting study. It says that why can kids watch the same cartoon movie 10 times and laugh every time, right? Because the human brain takes some time to detect patterns and predict. So for them, every time it's exciting experience. But we need Christopher Nolan level stuff to be, even think about watching it again, because the next time we'll be like, yeah, I can't laugh at this, I can't watch this again, I know what happens next, all of that. Now, unpredictability through AI in terms of scenarios, like you can make a Black Mirror episode almost every 10 minutes if you think about the variability it can think about, because second order effects, third and 100 order effects can be such interesting possibilities, right? For example, one of the things that I've done many times in interviews at CRED, I ask somewhat morbid questions, but just to test second order thinking is like, what if everybody who's taken the COVID vaccine in the world dies? What happens to the world in 5 years from now or 1 year from now? Most people can't think because their brain just hijacks into amygdala mode that, oh my god, everybody is dead, I am dead. And they're like, oh, but there'll be like less retail market for this. I was like, but will there be market? Will there be stock? Will there be money? I think people cannot think about all of these things. So I think the variability you can create by putting, like, every movie with a thought experiment can be a great content. So I think maybe we'll have some good content.
We will, but I think I have a slightly different take. This is, so you spoke of unpredictability, but this is predictable unpredictability. I know that every time I press that button, there'll be some unpredictable thing. It's guaranteed. So,
but it's very Pavlovian. I think we'll keep pressing.
But what's it called? Hedonic adaptation. That's a thing.
Yeah.
So we get bored of things. You want that shiny phone in your hand right now. You get it a week later, it's become whatever. Then you need that other shiny thing. That's how we keep buying and destroying the planet. That's another thing. But so if you, and especially when it comes to art, the limited availability or whatever, the exclusivity plays a key role. A piece of painting by a certain person has immense amounts of value because it's that one particular person who made it. It's not the aesthetic or visual quality. It's all the other subjective parameters. Now, if you're saying that there's a button that can generate art in any style, infinite amounts of art, it loses meaning, right? I think the word is meaning. So we're looking for meaning. You look forward to a Nolan because Nolan's not making one movie every day. Then you wouldn't care about Nolan. He's making that one amazing movie every X years, and you're really looking forward. If you have a Nolan button that keeps on generating, you wouldn't want.
I know what you're saying.
I think maybe, again, a thought experiment, just a wild guess, maybe people will start preferring imperfect things that are human made. Maybe that will become more valuable.